Hi, Heather. I hope you're doing okay. This flow is for you and your knees. So, what you will need is a blanket, a strap, and possibly a cushion. Um, and I have a bigger cushion too, like it's off my couch. So, you can get those and set those next to um, your yoga mat or onto a blanket where you're going to do the flow. We won't be standing up at all. I hope your knees can handle being on your knees today. So let's just try this flow. So you can pause now and go get your stuff and come back. So I'll continue on with the flow and I'll see you in just a minute. So we're going to start just laying in a meditative posture, corpse pose. So just laying on our backs. And you can grab the blanket here. You can roll it up and place it underneath your knees if you like, lying down. So you can just let your feet fall out, your hands, your palms be up, shoulders resting. We're going to work with the breath. Nice breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just calming your mind here. And as you're breathing there, I'm going to read a little scripture to you from the Bible in Matthew 8. But I want you to think about your breath right now. Your breath comes from the Lord. When you breathe in Genesis 2:7, it says God breathed life into man. So if you can own that thought and breathe in that thought that your breath comes from God, it gives you life. It can restore you. It can heal you. All the essence that God has, you can breathe that in. Totally our choice to connect with Him. So take this time to connect to the Lord with your breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Feeling the breath enter your body as you inhale. And as you exhale, feeling the breath exit your body. Inhale, healing, and exhale, pain. So make those breaths intentional. Make them mean something. So as you're breathing, meditate on this verse. And this is about healing. This flow is about we have the power to heal our body through Christ. So I want you to think about your faith. Do you believe that Jesus can heal you? So in Matthew 8, Jesus heals a man with leprosy. It says, when Jesus came down from the mountainside, large crowds followed him. A man with leprosy came and knelt before him and said, Lord, if you are willing, you can make me clean. Jesus reached out his hands and touched the man. I am willing, he said, be clean. Immediately he was cleansed of his leprosy. Then Jesus said to him, see that you do not tell anyone, but go, show yourself to the priest, and offer the gift Moses commanded as a testimony to them. So take this opportunity to think about the faith of that leper, the gentleman that had leprosy, that he believed that Jesus could wholeheartedly just heal him. Take a moment with your breath and breathe in that essence of healing. And let go of your doubts and your fears. Inhaling his presence. Lord, we ask that you come here and you heal Heather. We ask that you bless her with your presence. Let her know that you are there. Take away her pain, Lord. Give her ease in her walk, in her stride, in her emotions, in the fear that surrounds her. Lord, remove in worship of you, knowing that you'll come here and you'll make yourself present. Amen. Taking a few more breaths, breathing in and exhaling out. Let's take some deep breaths together. So inhale really deep in through your nose, as deep as you can go. And when you feel like you can't fill your lungs anymore, try to fill them a little bit more. And on that exhale, exhale out through the mouth, making a ha sound, allowing your voice to be heard. Using your diaphragm to push all the air out of your lungs. And when you feel like you can't get any more air out, use your diaphragm to push 1 little ounce more out. 2 more intentional breaths, just like that, inhaling deep. Go ahead and bend your knees here. Remove the blanket, if you used it, from underneath your knees and just set it to the side. Draw your knees up into your chest. Try to keep your sacrum still anchored into the mat without drawing it all the way up, but just allow your sacrum to be there and have your knees coming up to your chest. Rock side to side, massaging your lower back. Allow your neck to move freely. Allow your shoulders to rest onto the earth. Slow the rock. Take your hands on top of your knees and do some small circles out, separating your knees from each other, coming to the outside of your body. And go ahead and reverse the circles. Draw your knees back into your chest. And go ahead and find your strap. Knees back into your chest. Lower the left foot down, bringing the right knee up to the right shoulder. Let go of the belly. So try not, let the belly relax. Let the lower lumbar reach into the mat. No tension in the shoulders. Grab your strap. Now a strap can be an old tie, a bathrobe. Go ahead and place it onto the ball of the foot and lengthen out, straighten your leg. So you have some buoyancy. So straighten out your leg. If you hyperextend your knee, make sure you're not flexing your knee so hard that you're going to hyperextend a micro bend. Now flex your toes towards your nose and reach your heel towards the ceiling. Feel a little stretch in the back part of the leg. Let go of your glutes. Let your body rest onto the mat. Now take an inhale, and on the exhale, draw the toes up towards the nose until you feel about an 80% stretch, and I want you to hold right there. Doesn't have to be a huge engagement here. Just breathe that breath into that space. So I say breathe that breath into the space. It's breathing into the tightness. You can feel the tightness. And on those exhales, take your mind to that muscle and give yourself permission to let go. Now, if you're super flexible, you can let the left leg out and then draw the leg up higher if you like. Totally up to you. Breathing here. We're going to hold it here. Once you start to feel the stretch go away, on the exhale, you can start to draw the toes towards the nose a little bit more and the heel up towards the ceiling, so you're engaging. through that leg. Now if you start to bend your knee like this, go ahead and release the strap a little bit, flex the toes, push the heel away, the toes towards the nose, and draw it back up again. So you get that nice stretch underneath the knee. Now go ahead and lower that left leg down. Take the strap into the left hand. Take the right hand out towards the right and start to drop the right leg over about 8 inches and just stop. Hold it right there. Now you're going to feel a stretch in the IT band, maybe to the back of the knee, maybe through the calf muscle, and maybe through some of your glute. Here's the kicker. Take that exhale, let go of the glute muscle. Flex the toes. Push the heel away from the body. Use the strap to draw the toes and the foot up. So a lot to think about here, but just breathe in. Start to release, dropping it down slowly, 3 inches, and maybe stopping right there. Taking yourself off autopilot, connect to your body, mind and muscle. Where do you feel it? You might even feel it in the inner thigh, in a hip flexor, going across the top of the quad, as well as the back. Start to lower it down, being aware of your body, nice and slow and gentle. Try to keep that right shoulder rooted in. So like we root into the Bible, our truth comes from the Word. So root your shoulders into the mat, into the earth. And that's where you're stopped. If your right shoulder starts to come up in this twist, then anchor that shoulder and let the leg rise back up and just settle it down. Breathing. Taking your time, still going into the stretch, really being intentional, feeling, connecting the mind to the body. Let go of those inner thighs and the glutes once again. When we stretch, it's often a fight between letting go and holding on. So, where are you at? Can you feel that you're holding on and take those exhales to let go? Start to work your leg back up. So pull the belly in. Use your core and bring it back up. Cross the strap into the right hand. Left hand goes out to the left or on top of the left hip and slowly open up the leg to the right, dropping the leg down with control, mind to muscle, taking a moment just to hover in a space where you feel the inner thigh start to let go. Now, as you can see, I can't even get all the way down to the ground. So be aware of what's healthy for you, what's healthcare, and what's competition. So this flow is really about health and opening up the meridians of the body. So we're working on the liver and the gallbladder meridians, and you can look that up online. I can put a little website in the description for you, so you can kind of look that up. So we're opening up those meridians. And start to bring that leg back. You can separate the strap, flexing the toes, drawing the leg back up, seeing how that feels now. Go ahead and release the strap. Bring the right knee up into the chest. We're going to do a little digestion. So, left knee up to meet the right. Interlock your fingers around the shins, drawing the knees deep into the chest. Keeping your sacrum anchored in. Draw the knees up. So your knees may not get too far up, but draw the knees down into the chest. Breathe. Compressing the digestion really helps keep everything flowing. Lower the right leg down. Take your strap, place it to the ball of your left foot. Give yourself some length, straightening that leg out. Flex the toes towards the nose. Elongate through the heel. Make sure you keep a micro bend, not to hyperextend. Shoulders are resting on the mat. No tension in the neck. Make sure there's no tension. This is about the lower body. Settle into feeling the stretch first, and then take it to 80%, drawing the toes up towards the nose. Just breathe. Using that breath to connect to the healing properties of the Lord. Just continuing to breathe. Softening your heart to receive. You start to lose that stretch. Just go ahead on the exhale, draw the toes up a little bit further. It may only be a 1/4 of an inch engagement. It's not a competition in your body to see how far you can stretch, how flexible you are, but can you connect your mind to your body? Can you recognize when 80% is 80% and 110 is 110? Just holding here. Now take the strap into the right hand, take the left hand out towards the left, straighten that right leg, and start to lower the left leg over to the right, 6 to 8 inches. Stop. Let go of the glutes. Take your mind to what is stretching. Where do you feel the stretch in your body? Just be okay here and feel it. And then start to lower it down as you need it. Give yourself time to soften in to those stretches. Always letting go of the glutes, always being present with what you're doing. Flexing the toes, pushing the heel away. You might even have to give yourself a little bit more length in the strap. And inhale, start to make your way back up. Separating the strap, drawing the toes up towards the nose. How is it feeling now? Take a moment just to feel, not to judge. When I say how, I mean to connect. And release the strap. Draw the left knee into the chest, nice and tight. Bring the right knee up to meet the left. Rock side to side. Separate the knees nice and wide, opening up the inner thighs. Flex the feet. Bring the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling. So you can bring your hands to the back of the thighs, drawing the knees down to modify and happy baby. Or you can grab the outside of the feet, heels reaching up, toes reaching down, so flexing the feet. Exhale, draw the knees down towards your side body. No tension in the neck. No tension in the shoulders. Breathing here. take your middle finger and your pointer finger and grab your big toe. And on the exhale, reach your heels out towards the side of the room, opening up the inner thighs. Coming back into happy baby. Draw the knees back into the chest. And we'll roll over onto our side. Push yourself up and come up into a tabletop position. So in tabletop, depending on how your knees are doing on each and every day, always have a blanket close by. You can also roll up your mat if you need to, but placing your knees on a blanket will give you a little bit more cushion for your knees. Fingers are spread nice and wide, shoulders draw back, hips are over the knees. Draw the shoulders out of the ears, soften your heart down, but rise up from the palms, pull the belly in, reach the crown of the head forward. Your eye gaze is right between your pointer fingers. So if you can see your knees, just change the way you look to be right between your pointer fingers. Lengthening the spine. So pulling up through that pelvic floor, drawing the belly towards the spine, softening the heart down, raising up from the palms, breathe. We're going to inhale and do some cat-cows. So start to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. So inhale, tailbone rises, belly drops, heart reaches forward. Cow pose. Exhale, round and curl the tailbone down, arching the back, broadening through the shoulders, chin to the chest, eye gaze at the belly. Now draw the belly up. Inhale, go back into cow. So close your eyes here and really connect your breath with your movement. Keep going, moving in from cow to cat. When your breath is moving, you're moving into your posture. But when your breath stops, you're holding and then changing direction of your posture and your breath. Continue to flow. Just remember that your breath is your breath. So individual. God made you to stand out and not to blend in. You're wonderfully and fearfully made in His image. Just remember this, that He's made you in His image. 2 more breaths. And when you're done, just hold into that tabletop position, really engaging the body, reaching the crown forward and the tailbone back, pulling up through that pelvic floor. Very active. So you're still working your core here, even though we're going slow. Slide that left hand forward. Let's take the right hand forward so we can start there. Right hand forward. Take the left hand, bring it underneath the right shoulder, drop the left shoulder down, left ear down, coming into threading the needle. Sway the hips side to side just so you can feel the lengthening through the right side body. Draw the right hip back, reach the right hand forward, opening up that right side body. And inhale, start to make your way back up into tabletop position. Now let's slide the left hand forward, and on that exhale, dropping the right shoulder down, coming into threading the needle on the right side. Sway those hips side to side. Just feeling the lengthening through that left side of the body. Take the right hip to the right. Take the left hip to the end of your mat, towards your left heel. And inhale, start to make your way back up, tabletop position. We're going to go for a little bit of balance, really still kind of working on the core, making it not just all restorative. So engage the belly. And inhale, right leg up. Flex the toes, bring the right toe down towards the ground. Reach the crown of the head forward. Pull up through that belly. Shift your weight into your right hand and bring your left hand up, coming into a balance. Bring the left hand down and take the right leg out to the right. So when we take that right leg out to the right, I want you to walk your hands back to your knees. Inhale, hands come overhead. And on the exhale, right hand down, left hand over. Inhale, right hand up. And exhale, left hand down towards the mat, reaching over. Oh, stretching out that right side body. Inhale, come right on up. And exhale, let's go over to the right. And inhale up. And exhale to the left. Now this time, lift the right leg and lower it. Lift the right leg and lower it. Right leg up and lower it. Inhale, come right on up. And exhale, come back down towards the mat, coming into your tabletop position. Inhale, left leg up, pull up through that belly. Shift your weight into the left hand and inhale, right hand up, going for the balance. Breathe. Taking a moment here to breathe. Flexing the left toes, pinky toe down towards the ground. Bring the right hand down and bring the left hand out towards the left. Walk your hands back, bring your hands up to your knees. Inhale, hands come overhead. And exhale. Left hand down, right hand over. Inhale up. And exhale. Right hand down, left hand over. Inhale up. And exhale. Reaching over. Inhale up. And exhale. Right hand down, left hand over. Holding in that belly, lift the right leg up. And lower it down. Left leg up, sorry. And lower it down. One more time. Lift it up. And lower it down. Inhale, come right on up. And exhale, hands come back down towards the mat. Coming into tabletop. Coming into a child's pose. So you can keep your legs together if you like in child's pose. Coming right on back. I prefer have a little bit more fluff. Knees to the side of the mat, toes touching, depending on your knees. Right? So your knees might be an issue. So you can keep a cushion close by too. And just roll forward. Child's pose. So oftentimes in child's pose, I do hands up, palms up, just starting to let go of my day, the heaviness that I hold on to, the stress that I endure. So palms up, just handing that over to the Lord. And with palms up, it's a point of receiving and giving, right? So take this opportunity to give away the bags you picked up that belong to somebody else. And as you let those go, Lord, we just ask that you come and show us your ways. Be here present. Shine that light heavy onto our path. Let us know where we should go every step that we take. Bless us. Show us our gifts. Teach us how to use them.